limited all-wheel drive Santa Fe. What year is this again? 2018? 2018 Santa Fe. All right, so this is fuel injector issue. 4 and 6, okay. So we have, so when I freed it last, what, about 3 days or so? I think it was. Oh wow, Sunday. Okay, so it's been a while. Almost regular time after I broke my one mirror. It happens, but let's see what we got now. So, all right, cylinder 4, cylinder 6, random misfire. And what's so crazy is I don't have the code I did for the injector last time. So the torque control was disabled, can time out. The smart cruise went away. Post catalyst fuel trim system. As you can see, this is what the codes are, and yeah, kind of strange, but active and active. These are the active codes, they're just cylinder 4. So really, it's probably just cylinder 4 is your main issue. So cylinder 6 must have happened and went away again, which is very odd. So I'm gonna start it up. We can hear what it sounds like. Not very great. We'll see. Let me see if I can't free it again just for the heck of it, but why not? Let's see if I can give it a little gas. You can smell that really, really rich gas smell. It smells like gas. It's just like dripping gas out the exhaust. It smells really, really. We can smell the gas vapor. It's real strong. Yeah, they're strong again. Oh, yeah, definitely doing it again. That's crazy. You know what? I want to try something though. Let's go in here and enter the system and see if I can't free this injector like I did last time. Here we go. We're going to active test this time. We're going to see if we can't kick that injector free like I did last time. So, I believe last time what I had to do was this. I want to verify what I did. So, I want you to see. We want to... Okay. I think it was... Yeah, right here. Cylinder 4. Gasoline. Direct injector. Engine running until stop button. Okay, so engine running. Okay, so start. Stop. See if we can't free this thing up again. Start. Stop. So the continue time, it says right here, until stop button is pressed. I'll say start. See, nothing's changing because the injector clearly stuck, is what it seems like. Now, escape for a second. Let's go over here and we'll do cylinder 6 as well. And 6, same thing over here. I'll try that as well. Start. Stop. Yeah, I'm trying to verify it's this injector because last time I had a little bit of an issue with this. I want to make sure. Stop. I'm going to go back real quick. I'm going to do cylinder. This is a high pressure pump spill valve test. Let's try that right here. Ignition on, engine off. Okay. Make sure this pump is working. Let's try that guy and make sure. I don't know if this pump... That might have been... I did a few extra things last time. I want to verify I didn't miss something here. So we do this right here. Could be something to do with that high pressure GDI spill valve. Let's see. go back from there, and we're gonna try 4 again. See if we can do it while the car's off. Engine running. Okay, we'll start the car up again and see if it's improved at all. Never know. If this fixes it, I think I may have just figured you. See what happened last time when I fixed it. Maybe something else. Maybe that pump. So right here. Start. Stop. Start. So I got this to free up last time somehow. It was really, really strange how this happened. So the 6 again, same thing. And I think last time, actually, maybe what I did was this. Let me go back. I went over here. I think what I did was 6. Trying to verify the issues all. It's really a pain, real pain here. It almost feels like it's not getting gas good. That's so weird. We'll try this guy too, real quick. Make sure. Intake manifold. Let's try these guys. So here. So none of those seems to really clear anything up at this point right now. So one more thing here. One more thing here. Start. Stop. Try this one more time. It could be anything, so I want to make sure I'm not missing this guy. I'll go back here real quick. One more time again, see what happens there. Escape. Go back here. I'll try the injector one more time. See if I can get it to free up. I don't think it's going to keep doing it. Just got a lucky can go last time. Apparently, the result. Yeah, it's not going to free up this time, I don't think. We'll try one more thing. Shut it back off, engine on, and we'll do it just like this. I do want to try this one more time. This gasoline right here. It says the continue time is 2 seconds on and 3 seconds off 3 times. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so See, electronic control, throttle control. You might as well try it, right? You hear the throttle. Maybe the throttle's getting high. I hate to make sure. I hate to roll all this stuff out, so. You can hear the throttle kicking on. All right, I do hear it. Maybe it had something to do with that too, possibly. You never know. Try it again. Yeah, it doesn't want to act right this time. Definitely don't. Let's see if I can go over here and clear the codes real quick. I think that's what I had to do last time. I'm going to clear the codes up. Trouble codes. Cylinder 4, random multiple misfire, post catalyst trim. It says 2 lane, bank 1. There are my codes I got right here. We'll erase them. Let's try to see if we can't get it to work one more time like we did. Turn the vehicle back on and we're going to erase the codes and we'll see what comes back. Okay, we'll delete them and then I'm going to see what it's saying here. I'm going to read them again, see if they'll probably come back until it clears. Well, they're not on right now. See if we start the vehicle back up. Let's check it out. They don't want to do it this time for sure. They ain't gonna do it. It's heck no, heck no. All right, so I've tried everything I think I can do here. Let's see. Fuel rail system pressure too low. Keeps coming back right there. That is a new code here, but it is just too low. So that's why I'm thinking it could be different. High pressure fuel pumps. This is making a lot of sense. We'll read the live data real quick. Come on, let's go. All right, so here we go. Let's check out everything. You see the misfires are just going kind of crazy. How many cylinders is this here? Which one is it? Weighted fuel. I mean, give it gas. I guess it just goes smooth as it can be. I think it's kind of what I did last time when it smooths itself out. So. Intake camshaft actual position. Correction. Look at that. So exhaust camshaft bank 1 is off, bank 2 is off. Cam phaser duty cycle. Right here, just read this right here where the fuel injector is at. Throttle control, let's see, probably looks pretty good. Right here are the misfire counters. So you can see cylinder 6 is just going haywire right now. Cylinder 6 is the only one that has major issues right now. Cylinder 6 is off. Yeah, just cylinder 6 really. Cylinder 6 has a major problem. I'm at a free cylinder 5, but there we go. Cylinder 6 is the only one. Cylinder 6. Yep, cylinder 6. Back here and try to free cylinder 6 one last time. Go back here and we'll try one more time on cylinder 6. Okay? You guys can test and we'll try to free cylinder 6 up one last time. Maybe it'll free. We'll go back to cylinder 6 and we'll go over here. We'll try one more time to get cylinder 6 to free. It's really going down now. Already freed 5 up, honestly. It's kind of crazy. Let's go here. Okay, one more thing. Car back off. We'll try this one last time. This last one. This is the way I did last time. I think I might have freed it. We will start. Stop. Start. Stop. Start. Stop. Escape. Yeah, but it don't like me today. It's not gonna do it. So if you turn this injector off, check this out. So that's clearly reacting to it. It's a total different. If you feel trying to stall out. Trying to make the maybe hopefully make the other injectors work overtime. That's what I'm thinking. It may cause the other ones to clear up possibly. Not similar too. Maybe how I did it last time. Right then, I feel like it wanted to do better because it's forcing the other injectors to have more power. I believe it's how that happened last time. I'll try 2 more things here. Start. Stop. Stop. Here. Try something 4 again. Start. Stop. Start. Stop. Escape. Do cylinder 5. Just we'll do them all real quick. Just see if I can figure out something. See, that one really wants to act up. You can tell. It's really worse. It's shaking now. Everything's shaking. Really way worse. Cylinder 6 is the one that's definitely got the major issue. We'll try one more time to kick it free. Maybe something freed up. That would be nice if it did, wouldn't it? Escape. Escape. It won't do it all. Let's try to shut it off and clear everything one more time. Just see what happens. Quick erase. Quick wipe. One last shot at this. We'll call that a wrap. I'll shut it off while I do a complete scan one more time. That way we can see if we have any codes. Alright, so that looks like that's that. Probably not gonna work, but no way to do anything here. I don't think so. Oh shoot, stop that. It's not communicating. Oh, it's on. It should communicate. It's right here. Come on, do one button. You dumb. Go back here. Oh, real quick. And there. So we'll auto scan. We'll wipe the system one last time and we're done for the day. I'll scan and see what we got. Hopefully it'll start up and just run good. It's just such a weird deal. I mean, no codes right now, but it definitely had a problem. So this is going to be related to these fuel injectors, I believe. So anything I read on is fuel injector related. Could possibly be like a fuel pump, you never know. It's just hard to say, it really is. Fire it one more time, can't hurt. It's doing its test. Come on, slippery computer. Let's go. Come on, let's go. Come on. Any day now. Wrap it up. Everything's clear, so. I'm just curious if it'll run good now. Nope, definitely not. Here. Alright, that's a wrap though. Yep, definitely gonna have to get this done. I can't even get to clear this time. last time I was able to get the free up. I mean, did you notice anything beforehand? Here we go. I just got 8 DCCs now. I got that all 8 back. Bet you was gonna say 5 and sorry, 4 and 6 this time. I'm just trying. You know, I'm just kind of almost hoping I can get a code for a fuel pump or something else, so I can verify that possibly, you know, it's not the injectors, but I'm like 99%. Fuel rail system pressure too low. Right here. Damn, you have cylinder 2 now, cylinder 4 and 6. And random. So it could be something to do with that fuel pump. I don't know. For me, for all your injections. I'm curious to see if that did it now. We'll see. I cannot wait to try that. Can you hear that up there? That's your high pressure fuel pump. I sound like that thing's moaning. I don't like to want to work right. I'm really curious to see if this starts does right now. I'm really curious to see. It's gonna be moaning like that. Race. Oh shoot! I'm gonna race now. Race code. All right, here we go. If this frees it up, it'll be wonderful. But I don't think it will. We'll see. Anyway. Oh, I didn't like that. Did the same thing yesterday. Maybe the battery's getting low too. Oh, come on, you stupid car. There's something going on with this fuel here. Seat keeps squishing me. Remember I did that yesterday too? You did the same thing yesterday to me, and then after I started it, then it worked. It could be a high pressure fuel pump. I'm praying. You were inside when it did it. So it scared me to death, but you were inside. I was like, oh no. Same thing. And then all of a sudden, the car ran good after that. Yeah, if that does it again, oh my God. Well, guess what? It made it work. It's kind of weird, but who knows? That could have been it once you were here. Anyway, it's back cylinder 4. Cylinder 4 came right back, so. It may just take time, though, like I said, to re-understand. So when I cleared those codes, it instantly kicked on to fine. It's shutting everything down, though, is what it's doing. See if everything cleared off here now. Exactly what I did the other day, and it all just worked normal. 1 DTC again. Not up there though. It's strange. Not an engine code. Where that's coming from? Lane report. Oh, the all-wheel drive system. That is really odd. Battery voltage low. So odd. Either way, probably because the core kind of got hung up for a second. Didn't like that at all. That might have fixed it though. Right, everything back on. I'm gonna do one more erase, and we'll see if that will run right after this. I'm so curious to see if this works, and we're done for the day. But hopefully that'll take care of it. I don't know. We'll see here. All right. Let's see if it's making the same putt-putt sound or not. I mean, I think it did it again. I think it's running good again. Well, maybe it's a high-pressure fuel pump. Odd. I'm gonna do a little research, but I mean, I don't think it's doing the same craziness, is it? Maybe I'm just wishful thinking. I mean, it sounds pretty nice right now to me. I don't see an issue, which is crazy. So I don't even get it at all. Anyways, you might have to take it just around the block real quick. I just want to see if it's fixed. All right, so let's see how it does on a quick test drive. I did this the other day, and it worked fine. Well, I don't feel any misfires right now. I'll tell you that, not a bit of anything going on. Exact same thing I did the other day, which is crazy to me. This would just start working again like I did the other day as well. I don't think so. Well, it might, you never know. So I guess the pump could be just getting hung up. I don't get it. Let's see if it'll act crazy. I'm just gonna take it back down here, back up and down. I drove this. She drove for 3 days after I did this last time, and she really did. I don't understand how, but she did it. See, man, it's perfect. Again, I fixed it again temporarily. I don't understand that at all. That does not make any sense. Going to the end of the road and just turn right back around. So what's unbelievable is I think she's got a bad high pressure fuel pump in the front. It must be bad, causing all this to happen, because it makes no sense that, the second I mess with the high pressure fuel pump, everything starts to work again. That's just kind of a crazy deal, right? As you have this vehicle, probably what's happening. Let's just stop and see if we have any misfires real quick. Let's see if we smell gas. Let's see. Put it in park. Look, it's smooth as can be. That is crazy. That is really, really crazy. Let's check it over here. No gas smell like it was. I mean, it's pretty dang all smooth. That is just really, really insane to me how that would just do that. Dial it up. You should have smoke coming out like a cloud the other day, but right now, there's no misfire in this vehicle right now. That is insane. That is insane. It really, 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 really is. I've narrowed it down from all the tests I've done now. Kind of getting interested in working on this guy. Right now, like I said, it's working near perfect. It really is. It's almost unbelievable how great it's driving. No misfires, no code blinking, no flashing. It's not even breaking down. I ain't trying to shut off on me like it was either. It's unbelievable. I don't get it at all. Here we go. Finally was able to get on here and do it. All right, first steps. I didn't lose that already. I might have. I think it's right here. There it is. All right, so we're going to remove the fuel pump fuse, which are already done. Then we're going to crank the vehicle several times, and that'll kill the fuel and the injectors and in the pump area and all that where we're going to be working. What I'm going to do now is just kind of gently place it in here, not back all the way. I don't want it to actually prime every while I'm working, so I'm just going to lay it right here. So y'all can see what I'm doing here. I'm going to lay it back in there like that. Let me see how. So, better view what I'm doing. Just kind of lay her right there for now. If I lose her, oh well, I got another one, I'm pretty sure. We just put her here. I don't need her touching. It won't lay her down there. Like that for now. We've already done all this. I've already drained the fluid out of the overfill, and we're in the garage, so a little bit better. Let's get started tearing this thing apart. So, if you're doing this job, you got to make sure. Right there's your fuel pump fuse, by the way. If you're wondering which one it is, it's the one back in the far corner, 15 amp. Get the gas out of here. So these injectors always go bad on these guys. It's kind of a pain, I'll tell you that right now, but that's okay, because today we're going to replace all these injectors. I'll show you what I got here to work with. All right, these are all my notes too. We don't need that now, but we got, I'm not sure how great this brand is. We're about to find out, I'll tell you that. Show what they look like though. It's kind of what they look like. I hope these are the right ones. We'll find out shortly enough. Should have everything we need on there too, with the compression fittings and all that. I hope we'll find out though. Happy you need to replace the high pressure fuel line. The reason why you need to drain the coolant is because you're gonna get coolant leaking out of here. You don't want it into the system. That'll be very bad. You don't want to do that. So regardless, that's where we're at now. right there. What in the F is going on? See this? You got to actually slide that upward. Then you got to push down. If you don't slide it up and push down, you're never getting it off. So it comes up like this, like I just did it, and then it pushes down. And that's how you pop this out of there, and that's where it came off of. Unreal. What the heck? That is unreal. So, yeah, I don't know. Same way with this. Yeah, let me show you how to do this one. I'll show you exactly how to do it now that I know how to do it. But I mean, probably don't want to take it off. Take this and you can finagle this upward. Seen this before, but it's hard to see because it's dirty, old. But you push upward with it and you kind of slide it up and it'll pop it on out. See what I'm talking about? One hand is. See if I can do it. Kind of pull it up now. But you push down and pull up. Anyway, that's all. That's all done. Yeah, looks like fun to me. But we're making progress, so definitely making progress. All this stuff's unhooked. Got all this unhooked. Technically, can unbolt that, but I don't need to. We have this plug off down here undone. There's a bolt on the back of there somewhere, I believe. You see the bolt? We don't need to pull them off quite yet. Now, this is going to be the high pressure fuel rail right here. It's got to get replaced more than likely. I'm going to try to do this try not to remove this if I don't have to. Should be access to all the injectors that are going to be way down in here. So I got to pull this thing up out of here regardless. So probably could have took this off. I like to unplug it. I like to leave all this stuff on. It makes it easier to work with. In my opinion, it does. So now this whole piece has got to come out of here. So we have these bits down here. You want to see those? Pull that back. You can see we got one here. We got one down in here. Now I may have to get this guy off. See, does that hold on like that? I can't really tell. I don't know if I can get access to that. Maybe. I have to see how that is in there. But if this is in my way, I can't quite get to it. That's the problem. Either way, I got to get to that. Got to get that off of there. So you get down in there. So let's work on getting this piece off first. These are the bolts I put back. Like I said, it's okay to leave this on here. That can all stay on. You pull it off. Well, I unplugged everything. And we got a bolt here. We're taking the bolts off around here and we'll see where we're at. I've got some diagrams over there to use as well. But like I said, the back, I'm not sure exactly. So I figure out where the bolts are at. Like I said, it's been a little while since I worked on one of these Hyundais. This particular motor, never. I'm not gonna lie. So we got one here. May just be the ones in the front. I doubt it. I doubt it though. It could be. Right here. Let's just zip these off. Let's see how many my papers say. So there we go. There goes one 10 millimeter. We'll get him off. Now he's supposed to reuse anything with the injector bolts. Got to be reused. So there goes one. See what we can get off of here. It says take off the daggone throttle body, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. Maybe I don't think we have to take it off. We'll find out here in a moment, though. I think it's always holding this on. I believe so. We're going to find out though, one way or another. I'll tell you that. Oh wow! Didn't drop it. That was pretty crazy, huh? There we go. There goes another one. I'll get them on off of here. Hopefully this will come right off of here. It might not. I don't really know yet. We'll have to find out though. And there we go. That guy's coming off next. And we'll stick all these back over here so we don't lose any of them. They's got to come off too. Getting them off one at a time with the gun. Getting the bottom ones off first. Can't hurt to do that. There we go. That guy's coming on out of there. That's a long one there. Really long one. See how long that is? There we go. There. And you can see it's already trying to come off. You see that guy go back? It wants to come off already. There's two nice long guys here. Let's see what we got, baby. Can it come off yet? I don't know. Let's see. Probably not yet. Probably still something holding on. But let's see here. What is that holding on back here? Gotta be something holding on. What the heck is it? All right. Something's grabbing that guy. I'm not letting go. Let's check the other side over here and see what it is. It's starting to let go, actually, though. That's kind of crazy. It may just come right on off of there. Let's see if it will. Yep, something over here is holding it on the left side. I can feel it on the left side, grabbing onto it for dear life. It's all. Gotta be something holding it tight. You see here? Something over here is holding it on real good, actually. Gotta be bolts down here. I can almost see them with my eyeball. How the heck are you supposed to get to those? I have no idea. They are underneath there. That's crazy. Let's see if we can pull up on this guy gently. You see here? There's no way to get it off of there, I don't think. It should come off, honestly. I think we're unhooked. Just got to do it gently. There's something, I think, grabbing it, but damn if I can see what it is. I don't understand. Is there like a, it must be like a clip, I guess. Got some wires holding on or something funny. It's not anything major. I can tell you it's loose already. Very, very, very loose. Is all. Something back here holding on to it. I can tell. Like, see that? That's got to come off probably. Is there a bolt going in there, I'm thinking maybe? Let's see. Oh yeah, there's a bolt on the back side of this. That is kind of crazy. Now, where does that go down to? Down here somewhere. It hooks around to here. There's another line right here that I've already unhooked all these lines, so these are all free. Now, what is the heck is holding it on? There's another one hooking on the back side. Another one of those clamps is exactly what it is. There's nothing really holding it on but just a clamp. Another one of those little freak thingies. I gotta pop it loose. It's all on the back side of this. You see right here? Right here's another one. I gotta pop over there. That's all. Right there is it. Right there is where it is. See if I can pop her over there. What the heck? What a pain. Had never in my life. Maybe you can stick a 12 millimeter in that. When I get it off, I'll be able to see exactly what it is. But I didn't see any of this stuff in my manual. It said to take this off with. That's what's so crazy. It's a 2018. This is. Anyways, let's see if I can even get any more room on it now. I'm moving it all right now. It's really stuck. There we go. Yeah, something holding that back of that on somehow. I don't have no idea. The heck? I'm gonna have to look. Probably look that up. Let's see what I can see what the heck that is. Yeah, there's a 12 millimeter bolt right there, actually. Can you see that? I believe it's a 12 millimeter. Should be able to undo that, and it should let go. All it is, though, I think, is just holding on that bracket. Let me see real quick what that is. Bracket that goes down. I think it's a 12 millimeter right there. And I think it's one probably on both sides of what I'm thinking. It goes down to the bottom of that guy, unfortunately. It does. Let me see see if I can flex it. Yeah, it's definitely getting held on back there. So I'm going to be very careful to do that. Let's see if that's it. And really easy, we'll take a quick peek back there and see what we got. All right, let's see what we got here. I'll show you what we're holding in 1 second. That was kind of crazy, wasn't it? See if I can get the whole thing off now. Something's still on this side. You can tell. Really gently, we'll lay it on this side, real gentle. And see what we got happening now with it. Let's see back here. There's a hose back here is all. There's a stupid hose holding on to it. And there's a line. They can be able to undo that line pretty easy. We'll tilt that to the side. Over here like this, is all. Get this up out of the way. And that's why I took the battery out, by the way. So, show you what I'm talking about. Move this over to the side all the way. Just like this. And lay it over here. Voila. That's all you gotta do. Make sure I didn't do any damage to the bottom of that guy when I came off. It looks actually really good. I got really lucky. You can tell. So I'm gonna need to get new gaskets. But yeah, that one bolt was all that was holding it. So right now I don't even gotta take the throttle off because of how I turn that. Very careful not to stretch on that too hard, like I said. See right here, check it out. Okay. That is everything in here. Right here, we finally got access to, getting access to the injectors. They're up underneath here, I believe so. Back up underneath this guy. We still got more to go. Now you can access all these. That's gonna be kind of tight there to get to, as you can see. Right there, shouldn't be kind of not fun. Yeah, but just that one stupid little thing right there holding on to it. You can see there was a clip underneath. I was right about that. But that wasn't what was holding on to it. It's 112mm bolt that goes into there, which I am going to put back in there. Remember I was telling you, always put them back. Put it back in here for now so we don't lose it. Make sure it goes in tight. You don't drop it down the hole, okay? Put it on the actual look mode. Points at the tip of the thing. Here, 1 second. Right there goes one. Check out this valve here. That thing's pretty dirty, ain't she? That's a GDI valve for you. I'll tell you that right now. Right here, but check out this guy if we can. Chevy Impala. I don't know, man, to be honest with you. Sure you reset the code right? Let me reset the, how you supposed to reset it. You sure that was done properly? Sometimes that can matter. You don't quite reset it right is all. Could have something else going on very well too. Like a bad oil pressure. And it could be numerous amount of things happening, right? Definitely could be. Checking this guy right here, the last one, we'll check it out. Wow, they're really dirty. So I think where she's having the issue is going to be. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I believe this is actually a little different. Hers goes. I think in the front's 1, 3. Back up some. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. I got to double check the iron order, but got to get a new one of these gaskets here. That ain't gonna work. I'm gonna be use that guy again at all. See that there? Ain't gonna be use that again though. Ain't no way. You can see that's just kind of hanging out over here, right? It's pretty nice. So now we kind of leave that there. So I took the battery box out to lay that over there, just like that. And as you can see, we have access to all the spark plugs. Yay! Now to get to the daggone front spark plugs, they're right here, so they're not too bad. Guess what? I didn't even have to take the high pressure fuel pump off either. Not yet. We should be able to get right on down in here to this, and take these off right here. The T45, I believe, to get these off and pull this up out of here. Man, we should have plenty of access to get to this and get the fuel rail out of here. Probably have to wrap it up tomorrow, but I just want to at least get this much done. See, that was what was holding the back on. Everything else was in the front. And literally, I'm going to put these back on. Be very, very, very careful while you're doing this. Take note of this. Very careful. Don't drop anything down the holes. You're going to be in big trouble if you do. Big, big, big trouble. So what I'm going to do is this right here. So I'm going to put these back in here since we can. These actually go through. If I can see where they hook into, I'll put them back in there. Right here. Go in here. So go like this. You want coming off anyway, right? Don't drop these down that hole like I was saying. Keep these out of your way. Be very careful with those. And there should be two other little tiny ones in here. So these can stay in here for now. I'm going to drop them there down the hole. I'm just going to wait to get these off of here before I put anything back in there. I'm going to cover up these holes. Probably all I'm going to do for tonight. Like I said, it's been a long day and a long night, honestly. I'm going to put this back over here. It's a battery holder. Well, I took the battery out and the intake box out, in case you were wondering. That is why. So, it is what it is. So, man, it's tell Tell you what, the what's it called? DJ Osmos is hanging tough over here. This thing's been running for what? Dang on, 10% battery left. It's been running for an hour and a half. This thing's rocking it out. It's got a good view of everything I did. So quick breakdown of what I did. Pull this fuse out, get the fuel out of the vehicle, start the engine 3 times, ran it dry. Make sure you drain your coolant. See, a lot of people on YouTube don't drain the coolant, very bad. Now, when I go back in here and do this, I'm going to pull these off next. I'm going to take these out of here next. You have to replace all 6 of these bolts, okay? You also have to replace the fuel rails, high pressure fuel rail. This must be replaced. Do not shorten, do not cheat this step here. This must be replaced. Right here. This goes for your high pressure fuel rail, right up here. See it? You got to replace that. That's the part to it. 6 injectors. I got the kits just in case I got to rebuild. I don't know if I need to. You also need this specialty kit. This is what the kit is if you're doing this job. 34720. That's what it looks like. It's a rope only way to do it, but you shouldn't need it. You should come with everything on there that you need. I'm hoping. They're really hard to do, so if you can get them pre-bought, that's perfect. That back one was a 14 millimeter, so might have used a 15, but it's definitely a 14. I can tell you that now. So I did not have to remove the high pressure fuel pump. May not even have to replace this. I do not know. But I do know I got to take this bolt off here to release this here. Get this out of my way. I may not even have to damage it. We'll see. This got to come off. But this is coming up out of here, right? So we're going to take this off next, okay? Which is 10 millimeter. Get everything else in here. Here we go. Very careful, don't fall in there. Now, we'll get this on out next. Get this out the way. If you bend this, if you do anything with this, if you unhook this in any way, you must replace it. Don't forget that. Maybe it needs to be replaced anyway. I have one. Probably going to have to unhook it anyway. On the other side, you can tell just how crappy it is. I don't even know why it's high pressure because that thing's barely even holding on there. But it's holding on for dear life. So you can't crimp it. You can't do nothing with it. There's not much room, so you may have to actually bend on it to get it out of there. If you do, you got to replace it. Either way, see if I can pop this up. I'm going to go ahead and try to put this back in here for now so I don't lose it. Don't want to drop it down the hole either, but you know what I mean. Right now, we can stick it right back in here. Be very careful when you're doing this. Do not let this fall out of your hand down this hole. You are really screwed. Trust me. There we go. You add it back in. Cool. Now, probably don't even take that chance. Just get it off the car and do it off the car. I got a magnet and a prayer if it drops. But anyway, that's on there good. Now, the problem is you got to get this loose. Very, very gentle with that. Maybe you can undo it here. I probably would recommend doing that there. Instead of trying to take that clip off, just undo it right here. A little easier to get to probably. Look right here. Just like that, and that way you can kind of finagle that just enough, okay? And you shouldn't have to release that pump rail at all. Show you what I mean here. Same way with this guy here. And you see that? And go ahead and get the heck out of the way so you don't drop anything down your holes. Same way here. I'm going to put this guy back for the time being. It's okay to put it back. Do not drop it down the hole. How much I can, express that to you guys. See how it's just don't want to go in? You might as well get it on out of here and clear this out of the way. I'm going to get this off right now, but I am going to stick something down in these holes before I continue anything else. I just know I'm one hair away from dropping something down the damn hole, and that would be a wrap if I did that. It really would be a wrap. So what's so crazy is look over here. I didn't take any bolts off on the side. There was nothing holding it in. Look like somebody might have worked on this before. I don't know what the heck is going on. There was actually nothing on this side holding this on. Maybe it's supposed to be, but I swear there's nothing back here that I can see. I didn't break anything. Usually maybe they have two. You can see that one. Maybe there's one over here. I don't know. Maybe there's some here. Her car did not have these, so these are just empty bolt holes. I don't get it, but I will say this. Maybe there is something there. Either way. This, put it over here. Don't forget where it went to. Leave that there. Right here. Now, pull these off next. And she's come right on up in there, up and at them. Pretty good. And you can actually, I think, remove this if you need to. Give yourself some more room. But like I said, before I do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and do what? I was telling you earlier. I'm going to cover these holes, because I know something's just going to go flying down there any second. I just can promise you it always happens when you least expect it. It really does. So I got some clean towels right here that are clean. We'll stuff them up down that hole for now. Let me show you what I'm talking about here. All right, let's see. Oh yeah, H6, my bad, H6, that's what it is. Can y'all see that? H6. H6 is right in here, that's what you use to crack that off. Just like that. Check it out. All in one. All in one, baby. There's the last bolt too, by the way. Just like this one. There's the whole piece out. That's how you do that one. So, looking good. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. There are all 8 bolts. Here. H6s came out of there. Right here. Y'all see that? All came out. Perfectly done. Now we'll remove the little diaper pad. I call it the diaper pad. Right here on my fuel injector. Yeehaw! Look at that guy go. Now, can you see? A little bit of fuzz in there. I'm okay with that. We'll get that out of there. And so what we're going to do next is this. We got to cover these holes immediately. Don't want things to get down in here. You can actually see really good in here now. All these are wide open for anything to fall in. It can fall. So, put these over here for now. Just like so. And we'll get us over here too, and we'll right away. I'm gonna clog these up, but you can see something's already fallen down to that one. That's just a piece of fog, but I don't want it in there, so we'll get it on up out of there. Right on now. Right on now, get it up out of there. See a little bit of fuzz went in the hole? We just throw them off of there. We don't want it up in there. Must have fell off the diaper when I pulled it out, you know. And we're looking pretty good other than that. Some burnt valves over. That is not cool. Get this little leaf off. These leaves out of here. It's alright. And so next we're going to make sure nothing's in there. And then we're going to put a rag in each one of these holes. Very good. Like so. And stuff it with each one of these rags that were in here. That way we can immediately stuff these in now like that. And we'll call this a day here. Now, not too bad, huh? Not too bad. So we'll plug them up like so. Kind of reminds me of that Volkswagen when I worked on that piece of crap too. It took forever, but I got it done. You know, just another day in the neighborhood is all. There we go here. There we go here. We'll plug them all up. Here we go with the nice rag. I'm gonna blow all this crap out real quick if I can. And this is what the actual final product looks like. See the new gaskets down here we need? See that? I'm gonna flip it around and show you everything in a minute. I'm gonna first blow this off real good though. Set this here. I'm gonna give it a good blow. Oh man, my hands got dirty just from doing that one darn thing. That is so crazy right there. There we go, looking good, looking good, yeah. We can put this over here now, we're done with that. Let me show you what I got real quick before I put it up. And we'll have to do the rest tomorrow. I'm down to the injectors. Down to the injectors, you see them? That is about time. Now, to get the injectors out, gotta be a pain, but as for this fuel rail, you can tell I don't like having to do what I had to do with it, but I had to. Either way, it's okay, just kind of hanging out right here now. This can be removed off. You see how it, you know, goes down like that actually. You can tell earlier, just like that. That's the back side. So we need gaskets for the top, bottom, all that. We need 3 ring looking ones. And those, they gotta be replaced. You gotta replace, you gotta get new bolts here. Probably gotta get new bolts there. Probably gotta get new bolts. I mean, everything pretty much gotta get freaking replaced. It's crazy, it really is. What I'm gonna do real quick though, like I was showing you earlier, as you can see how this is, right? How it sets on top. So, as I was gonna do earlier is, go ahead and put these guys back in. So, so I know where they go. You don't lose them, right? Put them right on in here. Put everything back in, honestly. The reason you want to drain that coolant is because if you don't, let me show you real quick what will happen if you don't drain the coolant. They got coolant passages that run through the system right here. Very bad. If you don't drain it, you can really, really have a bad day. I think I'm missing a few bolts, don't I? I don't know where they went to, but I didn't lose any. I know that. That is kind of crazy. You know what? I might have put them back in already over here. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. I know what I did. Never mind. I'm a dummy. So, I have no idea. But they, I put them back in somewhere. These don't go here. I don't think. These go down here. Now, these do go here. I don't know. I didn't lose 2 bolts. I know that. So, it's got to be stuck. I've got to put them somewhere. Probably else. I think I remember putting them back on earlier. I'll check the tape. Wow, I always record myself. You get rolling. You can miss little things. What it is I think actually 2 of these go through and hold it, I believe. Yeah. So what it is, these go like this. My bad. So whichever side the front is, which I believe, if you look at it, it was going to be, let me see how it goes on. 2 of these get held by these up top. That's right. Duh. All right, just like this one, I believe, right? Let me make sure this is right. This goes down here like this, I think. What's it the other way? Can't remember. Might have been that one. Got to be, let's see, got to be this way. Got to be this way, yes. So either way, these 2 go in here like this. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Well, these actually have to go in here. They're going back in here. My bad. What the heck I'm doing? That's what these are tiny on the end like they are. So you probably don't have to replace these. Probably do. I don't know. I have to look. Like these go in here as you screw that top on there is all that I have slid to the side. So you just kind of go in here like this, as you can see, and that's all of them. These have the other little ones that I show you, like these little cover pieces. These are the ones for the corners. And then these all go back in here. Like I said, these have to get replaced. All of these. You need all new ones of these. I'll just drop them down here for now. And I'm going to worry about those injectors tomorrow. And pop them in, pop them out. Hopefully everything goes well. And wrap it up. And I just got to see how to unhook that high-pressure fuel line real quick before I leave today. And I ain't really that worried about it. But all these have to be bought brand new. I'm actually going to bring one of these with me. Actually, I need to be to match it up. I'll bring one that doesn't have this piece on it. You can see that goes to something I don't really know, but I need to be able to match these properly. So, like I said, this actually looks okay. That goes to one of the ones that has some type of buckle on it. I mean, you'll be able to see what it looks like if you're missing a piece inside of there. Missing a sleeve, that's where that one goes. Probably this one right here actually is the one. You can tell, see the sleeve's missing out of there? That's how I know that one goes there, because it's missing the sleeve out in there. That's how you know. But anyway, we're getting new bolts regardless, so it won't matter. Here's another one. You know what? A couple of these got the sleeves that came out. You can tell right here's another one without a sleeve. So this goes here too as well. So I don't know how about that. If you get new bolts, they may not work out well if it's missing a sleeve. You know? Anyway, let's worry about it later. Anyway, these clips have to be replaced. These fuel clips have to be done. Okay? You have to replace these bolts. You have to. No questions asked. And now drain the coolant because you have coolant passages right here. If you don't watch out, you have coolant getting to your engine. Make sure you always drain those. And if you don't have to unhook these, then you don't have to replace the high-pressure fuel line. But you have to replace this one anyway. You have one line here and one line here that you have to replace, especially if you unhook it. You have to replace it. This you probably don't have to. This is the one I was thinking about. I'll have this one over there. This is what that one is. Everyone's here. They have a crushed type of fitting. It must be replaced, okay? Right here is everything there. Yep, and we'll be doing this tomorrow. So, anyways. Hope y'all have fun. It's a little diaper. Put it back in here. The diaper's got to go here. Yeah, like that. So, cool. That's how the diaper goes. As I said, I just gently move this over. It's okay. Just kind of land there. Make sure nothing's getting pinched or broken on and pulled on. That's okay sitting there. You're not hurting anything. You know, real gentle. Make sure you got everything. Nothing getting pinched crazy. Kind of check everything out, which we did. Nothing's getting broke or bent. It's fine right there. And then, like I said, everything else will get finished up tomorrow. Plug back on a zillion clips and connectors. And remember, I have one of these stupid clips here. Push up, It helps get it out. These are, I guess, significant clips. All this has to go back together, which is kind of crazy, honestly. It has got to be a lot to that. I don't need to unplug anymore because I have plenty of room to pull it back. You don't got to undo the high pressure fuel pump, none of that. Right to the injectors, boom, get it done. So I did the fuel pump fuse, leave that laying there, and that's a wrap with it. And I think my fuel injectors, I'm trying to get these to fit this out. So I'll stick it on, and I'm going to let it hang out and set for a second. And I'm just going to do all these and get them ready. I'm going to go back in there, and I'm going to push them on. Maybe to prime the system and check it before I leave today. We'll see. I'm going to get this. Now, this is a little bit, of course, a little bit smaller and tighter, so we're going to smush that on as well. That's going to suck. Sometimes they go in really deep and you just can't get them out. Like that. Just push it on deep and hold it. Kind of let it set for a minute. And what I like to do, too, is while that's setting, I take this and I go to another one, and we'll kind of keep this smushed down. Because if you don't, what will happen is that things try to grow back on you. You'll be doing it all night. They really suck. We'll kind of let this one set. So I'm kind of using 2 at a time. So what I've learned to do, so we have 3 though. That's the only problem. We have 3. Hey, you know what though? I got a really good idea. I got another kit. Damn, I didn't think about that. You know what? I may just do that, but at this point. And right on here, we're going to go with the other one. And we'll let that set for a second while we get this guy ready. And we should have all 3 about ready to go back onto the new rail. On the rail and put it back onto the, what's it called? Onto the fuel rail and put this back together. Oh, that one slipped right in. This one's about ready to go. Oh, y'all ready to go in there and try it or what? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm getting kind of excited now. Getting to that grand finale point, you know, where we're about to rock this out. So let's go inside, put these on real quick. Well, almost done. Should be pretty good by now. pretty good and ready to rock. You kind of twist it off and check them out in the light better. And you can see, they actually look okay, honestly. And they're not too messed up, so that's good. We should be able to pop them on in there here in a minute. Like I said, once they start to work, you just kind of twist them, and you pull them back off, and then you got to kind of put them on quick though. So as they sit, they're going to kind of expand. So what I'm going to do is actually cheat a little bit. Take my other one over here, use him to twist on too, because I have an additional guy to use, right? Why not? We'll stick him on just to hold that down. Stick on this one to hold this guy down, and we'll get the other rail off in the meantime without messing anything up. See how I'm doing that? Kind of nice, huh? All right, that one's actually doing really nice. We'll stick him on as well, and that one's actually doing really well. So let's go ahead and pop this rail off and get to work on that one and pop this rail back in. Okay, sounds good to me. All right, right here. I'm gonna put it here for a minute, and we'll get these off. It kind of sucks getting off, but a bunch of gas is gonna come in here. Just a heads up, so I'm gonna have to do this outside probably. But I'll be back to show y'all, I promise. Darn, what the heck? There we go. Anyways, so get my glasses on for this procedure here. My glasses on for this procedure here, guys. And first off, we're gonna pull these little guys out of here, these clips, like so. And once I get the clips out, remember the clips all have to be facing upward, and this rail is flipping another way. Got everything marked, so we're gonna go ahead and pop the clips off first. Push down and pop up, and she let it go. And you know what? I can actually reuse these, so keep them like this direction up. I'll show you when I put them on. Anyway, it's gonna start leaking gas, but I'm not careful, so I gotta get this outside so I don't get gas everywhere. I'll show you what I mean. Here comes the gas, but I'm not careful. Anyway, they're all off, and I'll be right back. Let me go dump this outside. Doesn't get gas all over the garage. Wouldn't that be cool? I'll be right back when I pull this out. All right, all three injectors are off. They're right here. These are the old ones. You can see how tight these are compared to the other ones. They're really tight and smushed good. Mine kind of suck, but you know, we're working on it. We're working on it. That's all that matters. You can tell which one's bad. I'll show you here in a minute. And put these up here with the other ones. Oh yeah, we got to get these little grommet pieces off. We got to save these. Honda says reuse all this. Well, guess what? I'm not. I mean, throw it away. I'm not throwing it all away. Sorry, Honda. I mean, Hyundai. My bad. This is on here like super glue. Also, everything is on this whole car. It's so tight. It's unbelievably tight. Let's see if I can get it off. Almost got it. Shoot, almost. Don't want to cut my finger off when I'm doing it. There's one off of there. We'll put him over here. For now, put it right up here, I guess it's fine. We'll get another one off here. And we'll just get all these off. Well, hopefully we can get this rail on pretty quick, I'm hoping. I'm really not trying to screw with this all night. They've been doing it all day already. There's another one off. All right, there's another one. Right there. And keep them in order if we can help. Let's see which one. I'm pretty sure number 3 was the bad one. Oh, sorry, number 4 was the bad one. I'm going to double check my notes later. And we'll see right then. There goes the last one off of there. And we get them all off pretty quick that time, right? All right, so what I'm going to do here, I'll spit each one. Old spit trick I learned a while back. And then, of course, we got these guys here. How they're looking much better, much better. All right, and cool. These always go up on here like that. And they're going to go back into the rail with the clips. There's one brand new guy. We can go ahead and pull this guy off and put that on the other one over there so we can smush it down better. That's all mighty good to go. Just like that. Hold it down. And we have another one here. Pop him on here. Like that. See what I did that one? That one's going on. And same way here. We'll push this guy on here for now. And get it snug for the time being. And then we got one more here. Of course, we've already got the other one on there from the other kit. Haven't used yet. Hopefully don't mess it up. And it did not. Great. Even better. And it cut my finger really good. Where'd it go? And right here we go on here. Just like that. So there we go. They're all back on. So, just like that. Push it back on tight. If we can. If we can. Let's see if I can push it on real good. Maybe I can. Maybe I can't. Damn, that thing. It's still so daggone tight. It really is, man. What the heck's going on? Anyway, once you get them on, you can barely get the stupid things off. I'm not joking. So, either way, hopefully I can get this rail back on here without having any major issues. So, I'm going to stick it onto this rail before I do it, of course. Show you how I did it last time. But first, we got to pull it off because you can't get these things off of here. You really can't once you get them on. They're so darn tight. This one feels pretty good. Really good, actually. We'll go ahead and slip him back on here. Now, the rail goes on this direction, okay? Have everything labeled like that.
And we'll pop it right on back into here, though. Just like so. Oh, we need oil. Oil for this part around the O-rings and around the clips. Always put oil on those. And don't get it on the bottom part, though, okay? And we'll pop it up in here like that. And let's see if I can get it on in. I forgot which way this goes. Darn it. This has to go. Let me make sure. It's going to go this way, I believe, towards this bolt hole, but it goes around like this. Let me see. Yeah, they have to go like this somehow, I believe. Or there they go the other way, maybe? I think you might. Actually, these may go plugging in the other way. Damn it, I can't remember how they came off. Y'all remember which way they came off? I was kidding. I don't think it's going to matter for real. Oh, yeah, they do go the other way. I can tell by looking at the harness. So they got to go this direction on. It's on this way in and this way up. All right, and we stick the clips on like this one here. Top part up. Push the clip on in. And that should be a good little way to hold it on. A little grease on this guy, too, to make life easy. Not too much grease. You want to get it on the main part of the, what's it called? That ain't going to be enough help. They just have to actually, what the heck? Got the wrong way somehow. That don't make no sense. Hang on. Yeah, these go backwards. I forgot. These go the other direction is all. These go like this, and they go in like this. These have to actually go in the back way, which is kind of odd. But yeah, it flips to ground. These go in like this on this rail, I remember. So this pops on there just like that and holds it in. So that's one. After you get it on, like I said, we're going to put this guy back on for now. That way we don't lose what we got. That's fine. This guy right here. We're going to lube up the O-ring up here, up top again. With a little bit of oil, and the same thing here. Same way on this guy. Same procedure. Slip it on in like it is. That guy got to be facing, actually, the other way. I just screwed it up a little bit. Take it back off. And no, that's right. It's got, yeah, I'm doing it backwards. My bad. They all got to go that direction like this. Opposite way of this. So like this. You push it on in like that. And then you push the little clip in through the back side as well. Like so. Like so. All right. So, same way here. And you'll slip this on like that. On through the back side like here. Up and down. Like this. And pop it into place. If we can. If it'll let me. It has kind of been a pain all day to do. I ain't going to lie to you. But once you tighten them down, you'll see what I'm talking about. It'll be all right to go. Good to go. Like that. All right. Then make sure. I'll show you the bolts here in a second. What I did to make sure they were okay to be used. I checked them. Technically, you're not supposed to do it. That's what the manual says in Hyundai. But I'll tell you what. It'll be all right. Because you know why? Because I checked it. I cleaned up the holes real good. And I checked the bolts. They're not actually stretch bolts, by the way, either. It's just what Hyundai does because they're really annoying. And they like to make your life miserable. I did do a little research into that, by the way. So they're both on. Got my little things holding it ready. Holding it steady like that. Now, you could replace it, but you can't even find these guys. I mean, it's insane. I'm not waiting 3 more days to do this. If I have any issues, then I'll have to redo it anyway. So this is just going to be a preliminary test, if you know what I mean, guys. All right, right here. The last one's going to go on here. Oil this little guy up here up top again. And also oil this guy up here. We'll push it on into place is all. And we'll be ready to rock. So we'll push him on back into the hole. Like this here. Push him on in like that. And in she goes. And we'll pop this clip on here. All right. Ready to rock. So big side up. Always big side going up. And we'll pop it on in like that. So here comes the fun part coming up. I don't even know if I can do it. Once you get them on, it's really hard to pull these off. I'll be honest with you, it's not fun. So I'm using 2 kits now, actually. Kind of nifty, huh? I thought of that ingenuity there. All right, let's go with it. Let's go with it. There we go. All right, I'm going to be able to check y'all's comments in a second. I'm sure y'all having a blast over there. Get shredded on here for what I'm doing, but you know what? I don't care. All right, so watch. Here we go. Let's see how we're looking. And what you can do now is kind of pull them off once you get them on. They're real hard to get off of here, though. That ain't too bad, actually, once you get them going. And they kind of come off pretty easy if you're careful. That was the bigger one. Don't make me jinx myself. I can't get this one off. I'm telling you, it's so ridiculous. That one's really tight. Someone's going to have to keep working it. Don't want to break none. That would be a disaster right as I'm at the end. Breaks. I think it's coming. Good Lord, that thing is really on there good. I'm pulling it tight, too. Oh, my God, dude. I'm about to pull a muscle. That's crazy. Anyway, this thing should come loose. What the heck? That's probably the new one. I ain't used much. Oh, man. There you go. I got it off, didn't I? But I broke you guys, but I got it off. So anyway, there's one more to go. And they look pretty good, too. Nice and tight. And that one came right off pretty easy. So there you go. And where we get it ready to rock, we'll go ahead and spray it with some cleaner. Brake cleaner, of course it is. Real quick like this. Brake cleaner. Oh, man. There you go. Well, I got it off, didn't I? But I broke you guys, but I got it off. So anyway, there's one more to go. And they look pretty good, too. Nice and tight. And that one came right off pretty easy. So there you go. Right on pretty and where we get it ready to rock. All right. Let's see if I can get it in this time. Let's see if I can get it on in there. Let's try one more time for all the marbles. For all the marbles. And let's give it a good shot, y'all. Hey, that's for all the marbles, guys. Come on, let's go in the hole. You darn thing. Let's see. I'm going to show you where I'm at here in a minute. Like I said, I can't stop what I'm doing to do anything else but get this in the hole for the time being. That is all I can do at the moment. Hopefully it goes in. Wish me luck. I don't got many more chances at this. I'm about to get quit on this job. I am going to be a quitter in a second. Oh, I promise you that. It's so annoying. It is just not letting me happen. It's not letting me happen. Look at that. Wow. Look at that. We are lined up just about. Just about. Now we get the bolts in on the hold. That is pretty cool. I think I can work with that. I think I got it. Woohoo. Look at that. And now we got to get all this stuff back on, but at least we'll get the bolts back in. So what I did with these bolts is what I want to show you is I marked them, right? Because I was able to recut them, clean them, make sure my tap and die set we're good to go. So, of course, we're going to do it like this. We're going to go with 2, which is going to be the one over here, right here, up in the front is going to be number 2. This guy right here. And we're going to go ahead and start with him. Like I said, so basically like having new bolts. Since they're almost impossible to get these guys, it's a lot easier just to do it this way. And, yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I actually asked about this to be exact. And, yeah. Make sure you haven't hit that like just for the struggle. If you see the struggle getting real, I want to see y'all smash that like for me. Okay, thanks. And subscribe too. See more great feats of the master mechanic world. Don't you try it over here. Don't you try to get funny on me. Don't you try to get funny on me. Don't you even try it. Everything was going perfect with this earlier. Don't you even try this with these bolts. It was working great. You ain't going to have no issues. I know that today. And yeah, there we're going now. We're going by hand now. There we go. See, I recut everything. This bolt earlier was giving me a little bit of trouble, but not too much anything bad. Kind of straighten it out a little bit. And let's see. I want to back it up some with this guy. Is all. Back it up here. And we'll move it back the other way now. All right. And what we're going to do is make sure we're not actually stripping anything. We're going to tighten these down by our hands, right? Make sure we're good to go. Is all. I mean, should be fine with it. We can get it pretty tight by hand. We know these bolts are perfect, right? Nothing wrong with them. They're not stretched. They're perfectly good because I actually checked them. I cleaned these holes out and in carbon deposits earlier, and you can see these should be flush. This was very difficult to do. I'm hoping this does not leak. Only one way to find out, right? And that is to put it to the test. So, if it does leak, guess what? I got 7 more seals. Another day worth of hell is all. But, you know, I don't mind dealing with that. Anything to get this over with at this point today. Either way, now we can start snugging them up gently. And, yeah, that'll be that. So I'm just going to be real gentle with it. Real gentle with it is all. And, I still got to get the lines on and everything, too. So, like I said, nothing crazy at the moment. We're just going to get the haze kind of snugged in. It's going to kind of let you know when it's getting tight. It's just how it is. Like so. Like I said, the way I cleaned these out, these are basically like new bolts. All right, pretty good, huh? Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Make sure all the clips are on, which they are. Nothing's getting pinched down there. And make sure everything is clear, not getting pinched. This clip is out. You see that? Push it back in there. It's all nice and tight. It's snugged up. All right, looking good. Make sure all these are snug. Just like that. And make sure this is on there, which it is. These had all these stupid little twist ties on it earlier. I was fighting this guy with his dull razor blade trying to get all these things to pop loose. It was crazy. So, we're blowing through this stuff here. And anybody can tell me what the bad injector is? Look at the bottom of this. I can show you too. I think that's it right there. It doesn't have anything on the bottom. It's just completely clean. Anyway, I can show you right here the difference in the actual valve. Look at this guy, how clean this valve is right here. Check out the dirt in this thing. It's crazy. Look at that one. Look at this one valve right here. It is so clean. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. See that?
See that right there? Look how clean the valve is. That's because that's dumping gas down into it. It's so crazy, ain't it? And look at this Gavin said it. It's like a complete mud pit of disastrous mess. You can tell what the bad injector was that, can't you? All right, I'm gonna put it back in there. I want to drop anything in the hole. I finished snugging this up and get in the high pressure lines and clean them very well too. I was able to reuse those, I believe. That's one of my mini injectors if I need to use it. This is the kit. Oh yeah, it's just so easy. This and that, but this is made for Ford. It's clearly why it doesn't work. Anyway, I got two of them. Neither of them really work great, but it is what it is. So that is what it is, and that's going to be what it is. All right, cool. All right, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and snug them down the best I can. And get about to get rocking down the road. And just like that, and just like this, make sure everything's kind of snug. Like I said, I'm not torquing them right this second because I still got to put these lines on. Who knows? I could have forgot something. I don't even know at this point. Either way, make sure they're snug, and we'll get the lines, and I'll show you how crazy these lines were to get on there. They really were not fun either. Just like that. All right, so they're on there. There are the new injectors. Right here, all on there, ready to go. Now we just got to test them and see if they hold, and hopefully they will. Hopefully I didn't mess the seals up getting them in there. It was kind of a fight, but, you know, you never know. Could be good. I think they're good, honestly. Woo! And we got to put these back on here. I took all that off. I'll show you how I did that, honestly. That was kind of crazy. Let me get this up. This is one of my fuel injector tools. We've kind of just mixed the kits all up now. Who really cares? Who gives a crap? Anyway, these are done, and these can go back on right here, as you can see. Pull back on these guys right here. Got to pull back on this. Make them hold a little bit. Tug back as you tighten them so they get it go like that pretty much. So.
I'm done. Put it all back together. And I had a little bit of an issue. With this first injector, actually one of the clips had popped off, so I had to go back in, and guess what? I got to go ahead and redo the whole thing. Because I actually messed up one of the clips on the far side. So anyways, just wanted to do a quick update. It worked. It's back on. I read the live data. Kind of read the injector live data. Looking good. I don't smell any gas anywhere. So far, so good. I ain't gonna jinx myself, though. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, so I'm gonna go in here, do a false scan real quick, one more time. Whew, I'm exhausted. I think I might have got it. I'm not jinxing myself, but yeah, what a pain. So yeah, so far so good. I have no codes and no misfires, and I just did them all with those aftermarket. Well, they're pretty decent looking aftermarket so far. Like I said, no problems. Things torqued back down to spec. I think we made it though. We got her. We got her. Like I said, I recorded most of the job earlier on my DJ Osmos. Like I said, everything looks really good on the live data. Can't able to see it myself. I'm gonna hold it at 3,000 RPMs while I read the data. That's always good to do. Or 2,500 on these Hyundais, I figured out was probably about good. What about 2,500 while I read the live data? I'll let y'all see where we're at. Everything looks perfect, though. I mean, really perfect. Really does. I'll post this video here soon. Getting down to where we'll get to the fuel here is coming up and the misfires, so check them out. The auto control is probably still a little off, hasn't relearned yet. I still got to test drive it, the only thing I haven't done. All right, so it's a little bit off, but just, you know, all that stuff. Look at that, that's perfect, perfect, I mean perfect. Return fuel trim is perfect. That is all perfect. All around zeros. Look at that injector. Look at this beautiful part up here coming up. The part I like to see right here. Anyway. Coming up right here goes misfire. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. All across the board we have 0 values. That means everything is sealed and doing like it should do. Said I did pull one off and I had to redo the crush gasket, whatever you call it, the crush thingy on there. No misfires. Let me show you where right here. Look at this, it's reading beautifully. I'll see that, it's all 6 injectors. Now look, I'm gonna let off the gas, watch it. I mean, that right there tells you I got it right, you know. That is across the board. And the injector, right here, misfires across the board. 0. I think if we would gain a little bit of gas, it had a problem, we'd definitely be misfiring, right? Let's check the injectors out, same way. I just did that. Right here, direct injection. Yeah, looking good though. Like I said, I've got nothing going on that makes me think something's wrong. So maybe I got it all the way, I don't know. Trouble codes one more time. Let's see if we got any. Nope, read code again. Right, huh? I don't smell gas, I don't think. Right there, I don't smell gas at all. And everything looking good and back up, hooked on right. Anyway, over here we can tell, see these little pieces over here? No gas coming down there, you can actually see them. They're sealed, looking good. No leaks anywhere, they're still hard. There we go. That time it's shut. All right, none up here, there's always checked up there. I'm gonna back her up out of here, but yeah, appreciate y'all for checking that out. That was a pain. Whew, whatever, I got it done, so I think we're good. I'm gonna take it for a test drive. I'll let you know how it goes. Back on up out of here if I can make it. And peace.
thing was running like, you know what, fuel injector was bad. Running beautiful now, purring like a kitten. We do need some gas, but we got this situated for the most part. Smell any gas leaks. Looking nice. So it looks like I got it. Damn, that was a hell of a job, I'll say that. Good news is when we're back, we're gonna swap out vehicle and see how she does. Got a little bit more test driving to do. I'll keep you posted. Alright. Relax. See how she idles. She purrs like a kitten, like she should. Well, let's see. At the stoplight. Stopped. Let's see. The live data read beautiful earlier. Combustion seals on those rings for the fuel injection system had to be replaced with new fuel injectors. But the size of those rings was something else, I'll tell you right now. Never again. No, it wasn't too bad once I figured it out, but I've never done one of these, and that was pretty, I mean, level 1 to 10, I'd say 10 being the most difficult. That was probably a 8.5, just to get everything to do right and take off half the car and plug back in 50 plugs. It was almost as bad as that BMW starter. Probably, actually way worse. BMW starter, just a bunch of clips. They're all matched up. This Hyundai really, you know, put it to a next level. We're sitting here idling. All smelling the gas. This thing is purring like a kitten right now. Anyways, this many miles fuel injectors failed on here. That's unbelievable. I did 100,000 miles. This is unreal. You know, you got a 100,000 mile warranty. You're out of luck, right? Anyways, all right. Peace.